Today on AskBloop, do we get paid for our short films? Welcome to AskBloop, more from BloopAnimation.com. It's Friday and it's time for your questions. How should I learn 3D animation so that I don't just end up as a technician and be more of a creator? Well, animators, like all 3D artists, are in a way technicians. It might sound derogatory or negative, but you are at the end of the day getting paid to sit at a computer and do technical work. And although it is definitely combined with a lot of creative work too, it could get very technical. If you want to avoid it completely, perhaps you should aim towards directing instead of animating. Though it's a much harder path to choose, with much less demand in terms of work, especially when you're just starting out. Another option is to focus on character animation, rather than technical animation or motion graphics. This specialization is, in my opinion, the most creative type of animation. Though honestly, creativity is found in all places, even in the most technical ones. The nice thing about character animation is that it does lead to directing more than the other 3D roles. So that might be better for you if you don't want to stay a 3D artist forever and progress to a more of a creative director role. Have you tried 3D animating with a Cintiq? Is it faster than a normal tablet like the Intuos Pro? I haven't tried it and I don't really think this device is meant for 3D animation. I guess it could work similarly to animating with the Intuos Pro, but I personally haven't seen it around me in the places I worked at. People use the Cintiq mostly for 2D animation, while for 3D animation, the Intuos should be enough. Is it important to learn 2D software before 3D? And is it important to learn all the software to become a good animator? No and no. There's no reason to go through 2D to get to 3D. It's not like 3D is the sequel to 2D. Whichever one you choose, just go all in on that. Yes, knowing some traditional hand-drawn animation could be a good advantage for learning 3D animation, but it's not required. Also, there's no reason to learn all the programs. Pick one and focus on it. As you get more experience, you'll see that it's not that hard to transition from one to another if you need to. Did you get paid for your short films? If so, then how? So my first short, Food for Thought, was my graduation film from SVA, so obviously that wasn't paid. If anything, I paid to make it. And Lift Up was the first short I produced under Bloop Animation. And that project was a transparent experiment in which I shared the entire making process, and the film was released online for free. However, our latest short, Tasteful, which is still in production, will be the first short that will actually be sold on our website, so it will not be free to watch. So to answer your question, how to get paid for short films, though they usually are not a very good commercial product since they take so long to make and sell for a relatively low price, if you have built a big enough audience, it could be a sustainable business, which is what we'll be experimenting with to move Bloop Animation forward. Alright guys, that's all the questions for today. If you have one, post it in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on animation news, new tutorials, or see if your question was answered, subscribe right here. See you next week.